Good evening, friends. Today we will discuss about organic molecules containing carboxylic acid as a functional group. These are also called carboxylic acids. Okay, let us see. Generally, carboxylic acids are nothing but these are a functional group carboxylic acid functional group containing compounds. These are also called COOH group containing compounds. Okay, so whenever the organic molecule containing this carboxylic acid moiety to a particular radical, such type of organic molecules are called carboxylic acids or RCOOH. Okay, usually these compounds are acidic in nature. These compounds are acidic in nature because of the structure of the functional group. In the structure of the functional group, the hydrogen is bonded to oxygen. In this particular bond, there is a partial polarization between oxygen and hydrogen. Here, the oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. Hence, the bonded electrons are more dense towards to oxygen. It readily produces H plus ions to form an anion followed by H plus ions. So, hence, it can be called as acid. Generally, acids have a tendency to donate hydrogen ions or protons. So, this one is called carboxylate ion. What is that? Carboxylate ion. This is none other than proton, or this is the evidence for this type of compounds are acidic in nature. Okay. So, when you come to this particular functional group containing compounds, basically here the carbon is completely electrophilic in nature because it is bonded with two oxygens by 3 times. Here carbon bonded to oxygen by 1 time. Here carbon is bonded with oxygen by 2 times, overall 3 times. Hence it is more electrophilic in electrophilic carbon. Okay, at the same time this carbon also has more electronegative than, this oxygen is more electronegative than carbon. Hence this center is called electrophilic center. What is this called? It is an electrophilic carbon atom. It is a electrophilic carbon. Okay. This is nucleophilic oxygen. Nucleophilic oxygen. Not only this oxygen, along with this oxygen, this oxygen also contains 2 lone pair of electrons. Hence, this oxygen is also called nucleophilic. These are nucleophilic oxygens. That's why carboxylic acids react with electrophiles and nucleophiles, because carboxylic acids containing the group called COOH, which acts as a electrophile as well as nucleophile. If any nucleophile attack onto this carboxylic acid moiety, that must be attack onto the electrophilic carbon atom. If it is going to be attacked by any particular electrophile, that should be attacked onto the oxygen of any of these 2 oxygens. Okay, that is the reason it undergoes various reactions with both electrophiles and nucleophiles. Okay, What are carboxylic acids? These are C double bond OH containing compounds. This group is connected to a radical. Either it may be allyl radical, aryl radical, alkyl radical, or any heterocyclic radical. Generally, these are acidic in nature because these have a tendency to donate H plus ion. Okay. In this particular case, due to the electrophilic nature of this carbon, it can access, it can readily react with either, nucleophile. Due to nucleophilic character of these particular oxygens, it can react with electrophile also. Okay, because of here the carbon is bonded with two oxygens by 3 times, hence it is more electrophilic. That's why these particular compounds readily attacked by nucleophiles rather than electrophiles. Okay, hence it is involved in more nucleophilic reactions. Okay, let us see what is the naming of these particular carboxylic acids. Okay, now we will discuss about naming or nomenclature of carboxylic acids. Generally, carboxylic acids are nothing but C double bond OH group containing compounds. Okay, so in our nomenclature class we have already discussed that we have to consider this group as a parent. What is the name of the parent? That is ic acid or oic acid. Ic acid or oic acid. So let us come to some of the examples in this particular carboxylic acids category. For example, if you have one carbon in your entire structure, that is C double bond OH. This is the carboxylic acid group containing compound, contains only one particular carbon. This is called formic acid. Formic acid. See, if it contains two carbons, see from now onwards I don't want to write the entire structure of this carboxylic acid moiety. Simply we can also write like this. This is called acetic acid. 3 carbons containing compounds. It is none other than propanoic acid or propionic acid or propionic acid. Next, 4 carbons containing carboxylic acid. It is none other than butyric acid. Butyric acid. 5 carbons containing compounds. It is also called pentanoic acid or valeric acid. Next, 6 carbons containing compounds. It is hexanoic acid or caproic acid. Caproic acid. See, like this, you can also write 7 carbons containing 8 carbons, 9 carbons, and 10 carbons. See, These particular nomenclature also come based on the origin of these particular compounds. Generally, see, for example, if one carbon is there, according to our nomenclature, we have to say that one carbon means what is the stem? Meth. Hence, it is also called methanoic acid. But why it is going to call as a formic acid? Generally, it is obtained from ants. In Latin, it is called formica. It is obtained from the word formica. Formica means ants. Let us come to two carbons containing carboxylic acid. Generally, this acid present in vinegar. Vinegar. In Latin, it is called acetus. In Latin, it is called acetus. Three carbons containing compounds are also called propanoic acid or propionic acid. Do you know? Propio means, it is a Greek word. Propio means, it's a Greek word obtained from dairy products. Propios. Okay. Next one. Four carbons containing, actually, butanoic acid. It is also called butyric acid, obtained from Latin word butyrus. What is the meaning of butyrus? Butter. Obtained from butter. So like this, five carbons containing, it is obtained from the plant called valerian or valerium plant. It is a valerium plant. Okay. Next, six carbons containing, generally these type of acids commonly present in goat skin. Goat. In Latin, it is called caper. Caper. Okay. So these are the various acids mainly obtained from based on their origin. For example, some more acids are also there, more than 10 carbons containing. For example, 12 carbons containing carboxylic acid. So one in between carboxylic acid, all are carbons. That's why we can also keep, after filling the valency, CH2. So like that, how many carbons? 12 carbons. First one is CH3. Last one is COOH. How many carbons are over? 2 carbons. Still how many we need? 10. Hence it is also called CH3. CH2 base 10. So its name is lauric acid. Lauric acid. Next, 14 carbons. It is none other than myristic acid. Myristic acid. Next, 16 carbons. C14 COOH. It is palmitic acid. Palmitic acid. So what about their origin? It is obtained from laurus trees. Laurus trees. It is obtained from myristus plant. Is also called nutmeg. Myristica is also called nutmeg. Next, palmitic acid obtained from palm trees. Obtained from palm trees. Next, 18 carbons containing carboxylic acids. Stearic acid. Stearic acid. So where it is originated? Where is it originated? Obtained from stear. Do you know what I mean by a stear? Stear is nothing but one type of fat that is also called tallow. Tallo. Tallow. Tallow is nothing but that is one of the fat obtained from meat and beef. Okay, so like this, these are the various fatty acids obtained from they, I mean, named based on their particular origin. Okay, let us see some other carboxylic acids. Okay, for example, if any compound contains two carboxylic acid, what are their names? Those are none other than dicarboxylic acids. Now we will see what are the dicarboxylic acids. For example, this is a carboxylic acid moiety. If it is bonded to another carboxylic acid, in full form we can also write it as C double bond O OH, C double bond O OH. Do you know what is this? This is oxalic acid. What is that? Oxalic acid. Another dicarboxylic acid. If these two carboxylic acid moieties separated by one carbon, do you know what is this? It is called malonic acid. Malonic acid. What is that? Malonic acid. For example, if it is separated by two carbons, very well known compound, it is called succinic acid. Succinic acid. It is a carboxylic acid moiety. Okay. This is called glutaric acid. Okay. See, if it is separated by four carbons, that is called adipic acid. Okay, these are the various dicarboxylic acid containing compounds. It contains two carboxylic acid moieties. It contains two carboxylic acid moieties. Two carboxylic acid moieties. So whatever the acids I am going to discuss now, these are all commonly seen in our organic chemistry. Not only in organic chemistry, in our chemistry life we can see these particular organic acids. Okay, so oxalic acid, malonic acid, glutaric acid, succinic acid, adipic acid. For example, like this, another compound is also there. That is none other than fumaric acid, and malic acid. So such type of acids you can see in citric acid cycle. Okay, so these are the examples of dicarboxylic acids. Like that, tricarboxylic acids are also there. What are tricarboxylic acids? Citric acid, isocitric acid, acotinic acid, cis-acotinic acid, trans-acotinic acid. Okay, these are all the various types of carboxylic acid group containing organic molecules. Okay, let us come to the properties of these particular compounds. Okay. Okay, as we discussed earlier, as we discussed earlier, these particular carboxylic acids, what is the structure of this functional group? C double bond O, OH. Okay, so it has a tendency to liberate H plus ion. Am I right? This carboxylic group has a tendency to liberate H plus ion. Hence it is called acidic in nature. Okay, so due to their acidity, it readily reacts with a base. For example, simply you can take any particular acid. Here I am going to write a simple reaction. Generally acids react with bases. So here I want to take a small acid that is called acetic acid. When it is reacted with a base, NaOH. Okay, so due to the acidic property, it produces H plus that reacts with OH minus is going to form water. What about rest of this acetate ion react with sodium? Hence it is going to form sodium salt of acetic acid. Hence it is also called CH3COO Na or NaCH3COO plus water. Okay, so this is none other than organic salt. Simply we can also write it as it is a salt of acetic acid. Acetic acid, or you can also write sodium salt of acetic acid. Sodium salt of acetic acid. What is this? Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. If you take potassium hydroxide here, you can get potassium salt of acetic acid. If you take propionic acid plus potassium hydroxide, you will be getting potassium propionate. Okay, what is this here? Acetic acid. Acetic acid. So you take any particular organic acid and base, usually this also produces water molecule. Produces water molecule. Most of the cases, organic acids when react with inorganic bases only, we can get this particular water molecule as a byproduct. Okay. Next, another nature of this one. Due to presence of electrophilic carbon and nucleophilic oxygen, so it has electrophilic carbon and nucleophilic oxygen. That's why it can be attacked by any particular nucleophile. It can be attacked by any particular electrophile. That thing you have to remember. Okay. And lastly, these compounds higher organic acids or long chain organic acids, long chain carbon containing organic acids have high or more physical constant value. More physical constant value. What is the physical constant? Either melting point or boiling point. What is the reason? Upon increasing the length of carbon chain, such type of compounds have very less tendency to liberate H plus ions. What does that mean? When compared with formic acid to valeric acid, formic acid doesn't have any more number of carbons. It doesn't have more number of carbons. It has only one carbon. That's why it readily produces H plus ions. When you come to valeric acid, the carboxylic acid moiety connected by 4 carbons again. Okay, four more carbons. That's why the acidity is going to be decreased because it is get substituted by 4 carbons chain, electron donating chain. So that's why the ability of producing H plus ions is somewhat less. That's why formic acid is more acidic in nature when compared with, pentanoic acid or valeric acid. Okay, in that particular case, upon increasing the length of carbon chain, their physical constant value is going to be increased because of non-bonding forces. Those are also called hydrogen bonding. Hydrogen bonding. Just because of these intermolecular forces or intramolecular forces, their boiling point or melting point is going to be increased. Usually upon increasing the length of carbon chain, most of the compounds are solid in nature. That's why their melting point is going to be increased. Okay, so these are the various physical properties of these carboxylic acids. Let us come to their acidity. Okay, is also called acidity of carboxylic acids. Acidity of carboxylic acids. So here the common functional group, what is that? COOH. Okay, so here I want to write some compounds. Here I want to write some more compounds. Here the carboxylic acid moiety COOH connected with, as we have already discussed, that formic acid. Okay, so here I want to write 5 carboxylic acids. One more carboxylic acid. Okay, so here it is a acetic acid, here it is a propionic acid, it is a butanoic acid, it is a pentanoic acid, CH2, okay. This is one case. In another case, I want to write some examples. Here, the carboxylic acid moiety substituted with, and you can also write in different format, like it is a carboxylic acid moiety. So here also I am going to take 5 examples. Okay. Here I will be going to take 5 more examples of carboxylic acids. Five more examples of carboxylic acids. So here do you know what is this? It is none other than chloroformic acid. Chloroacetic acid. Chloropropamic acid. This is 2-chlorobutanoic acid. So you can keep chlorine anywhere. This is 3-chlorobutanoic acid. So what is the difference between these two particular examples? In this particular case, carboxylic acid is connected to electron donating group. Electron donating group. Here it is connected to carboxylic acid moiety, electron withdrawing group. So what happens to this particular acidity? What happens to these particular carboxylic acids while showing their acidic property? See, let us see in this particular case. Carboxylic acid tendency to produce H plus ions, no doubt at all. But once it is connected to electron donating group, see, listen to this particular example carefully. Here, this is the carboxylic acid moiety connected to electron donating group. What happened in this particular case? Here there is a partial positive charge, partial negative charge. Here also partial negative charge. So to compensate this partial negative charge, hydrogen would like to leave, or oxygen has to leave the hydrogen by taking the bonding electrons. Okay, but in this particular case, to compensate the negative charge on carbon, the adjacent group, that is electron donating group, is going to provide some electrons. Thereby the electrophilicity or the electrophilic carbon is get satisfied with this electron donating group. What is the need of giving hydrogens? Did you get me? Here, in this particular case, if it doesn't have any electron donating group, to compensate the electropositivity, oxygen has to get negative charge. To get this negative charge, it has to lose H plus. That tendency is called acidity. But if it is connected to any electron donating group, this group is going to donating electrons to this electrophilic carbon atom. Then what is the need of getting negative charge here? No need. So that's why in the case of electron donating group, the acidity is going to be decreased. So that's why decreasing acidity. Acidity is decreasing. So that's why formic acid is more acidic in nature when compared with acetic acid. Acetic acid is more acidic in nature when compared with propionic. When compared with formic acid and valeric acid, formic acid is a strong acid when compared with valeric acid. Okay, you come to here. Here, what is the case? Same case. H, it is connected to electron withdrawing group. Electron withdrawing group. In this particular case, this group would like to abstract the bonded electrons. These bonded electrons. At any time, this group will abstract the bonded electrons. Then what is the position of this carbon? Too much of electrophilicity. So that's why it has to lose hydrogens as early as possible. Yes, sir? So that's why. Have you understood? Shall I explain once more? See, this is electrophilic carbon atom. This is nucleophilic oxygen. Okay? See, to compensate this electrophilicity, the adjacent oxygen must bear negative charge. Okay, that is the normal concept. But here, the electrophilic carbon contains electron withdrawing group. From two sides, there are two pulling groups. this is one pulling group, this is another pulling group. Yes or no? So these bonded electrons are more dense towards to this oxygen. These bonded electrons are also more dense towards to this one. So this is more electrophilic when compared with electron donating group containing carboxylic acids. So that's why whenever this electron withdrawing group abstracts the bonded electrons, the electrophilicity is going to be increased. To compensate that electrophilicity, the adjacent oxygen must bear negative charge by leaving hydrogen very fastly or very rapidly. So that's why electron withdrawing group containing carboxylic acids are more acidic in nature. More acidic in nature. Chloroformic acid is more acidic when compared with this one. Okay, see, this is the order of acidity. Okay, in this particular case, when compared with these two, this is more acidic because electron donating group is directly connected to the electrophilic carbon atom. Here, not directly connected. It is divided by one carbon. It is divided by two carbons. But in this particular case, if you consider these two, this one is more acidic than 2-chloropropionic acid because electron withdrawing group connected to the next carbon of carboxylic acid. But here divided by two carbons. Here electron withdrawing group and carboxylic acid separated by only one carbon. So this is more acidic than this one. Okay. So this is about the effect of substituents in the carboxylic acids. The acidity is increased if the carboxylic acid contains electron withdrawing group. Acidity is decreased if carboxylic acid group containing electron donating group. Okay, this is about the effect of substituents on the acidity of carboxylic acids. Okay, thank you.